Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Truly Bedrock, Season 1, Episode 10. I'm Zap, and hello, welcome. We're standing in front of our tree farm that we built on the last episode. It is looking great, and we built another thing. So we've been in here doing quite a bit of work. As you can tell by this chest here, I've got a lot of saplings. And in here, we've got a bunch of bone meal. We've been running this thing pretty frequently. I also built this thing over here for the 2x2 trees. It's just a little bit easier to grow jungle and spruce this way. It is also the only way to grow the dark oak. Now I have the scaffolding here, obviously, so you can run up and come over here, jump on top of the tree, and start punching them away, and also punch the leaves as well. And the hoppers are down there to collect all the saplings and sticks. As far as the 1x1 trees go, they're great, but, you don't get a lot of wood. But I have been busy. As you can see here, we have full shulker boxes of all the different log types, which is nice. The jungle wood, I actually went out to a jungle and mined that wood while I was out and about. The farm works great, but it's a lot of bone meal. So the 2x2 trees are the way to go. Now what I wanted to do is we're going to take this wood and we're going to put it to good use. So we're going to travel over to the village city community project. And I want to take you guys through the nether and kind of show you, for those of you that don't know, how we get there and show you the hub and things like that. We did redo our tunnel. So we got DB behind us. We put a sign back in, added to his tunnel. We have our tunnel to our raid farm. And then this was our way to get down to kind of the actual nether, where we've done quite a bit of exploring and stuff like that. We got a nether fortress we go to collect all the nether brick that we've used. So I also attached this tunnel that way to go to the shopping district because the portal has been moved. We got the sign pointing to Groova's base over here, and then we have the original spawn there. So in the main tunnel, I broke into, put up a sign with my name, DB, and Groova, just so people can find us if they need to. So we head down the red tunnel. We hook a quick left into the purple tunnel. We walk down just a little ways. It's just a little further. There we go. And we hook a left into the starter village, where the Hall of Commons are, and then we go through the portal. So it's a quick little trip for us to kind of get around, and we would end up in the starter village. So this is kind of the starter village. Some people have built houses. The building to my left right now is a skeleton spawner. And we're going to go take a quick little trip around and kind of show off what we've got going on. Now, this is a community project here. And you can see we've got some builds coming up. This is Loy's not mercenary house, freelance house. Tizz built this little village right here, kind of a couple of houses and some paths, and it looks absolutely amazing. The freelance house that we're standing on, we have visited before. There's a skeleton shooting at me. We do need to also come through and probably light this area up. Then we got this building back here, which I really don't know what it is, but it is cool. I like it. I like the design. I don't know what it is. It could be little huts, like little apartments. I don't know. I don't know, but it's really cool. I thought it was a wall, like some fancy wall design, but I don't know. This building here is a community storage area built by, I believe, Liara and Prowl. And they put in a few chests. And as you can see, there's nothing really in these chests, but this is a place that people can come to drop off materials. Upstairs here, we've got some more storage, and we got a little furnace array going on. So I wanted to come in here, and that's not going to work. Place in a few hoppers, and then place in my shulker boxes and dump off the wood. Now, I know it'd be faster just to drop the shulker boxes, put the wood in my inventory, place the wood in the chests. But, you know, I don't want to do that. I'm going to be over here doing a little project, and I want to just let this stuff kind of filter in as I'm moving back and forth. So we'll place oak here, and then we'll kind of pillar up. We got spruce here and dark oak on the top, so we'll place the spruce down here and then the dark oak up here, and then we'll break this down and we'll go put the other three on this side. So acacia is our first here. We got birch, and last but not least, jungle. So all this wood that I've collected is for the entirety of the community build. That's the whole reason I gathered up all this wood, spent some time doing the grindy work, so people can start coming over here and using a lot of wood and a lot of different materials to build a lot of different things. Excuse me. Now, it is still dark. Oh, thank you, Daphne, for sleeping. Awesome. So there's a few other things. We got this little path going on here that leads into this little area here. And tranquil garden now open. Come relax. That's neat. I love the entrance to this place, and just watch. Look at how absolutely gorgeous this is. There's no words to how beautiful this is. Look, even this guy is so excited to be in here. Look at him. Look how happy he is. I'm having a really hard time taking care of this babby zombie. Come on. Was it Daphne or Liara that built this? I can't remember which one. I did watch the video, and now it escapes me. I watched too many videos. Can we get in here? I haven't been in here. Looks like a little house. Huh, cool. What's up here? Oh, a little sleeping, yeah, it's a house. A little sleeping area. Neat. Anyway, this is absolutely beautiful. This is gorgeous. The waterlogging of the different blocks and kind of the water all around you, plus all the greenery. Absolutely gorgeous. Well done. Amazing. I didn't know what to say the first time I stepped in there. So, aside from that, I'm flying around this little cobblestone marked out path. And this is kind of the designated area for the village city. I believe. So we come up here, it kind of wraps around here, goes out into the savannah just a little ways, and then we cut back across the plain. We go over here till almost the desert, and we hook left. Goes around the tranquil garden, and then it kind of comes up here. Sorry about that. Little notification. Anyway, that's kind of our area for people to build things in. Now, that's not a dead set area, but it is kind of the area. Now, I saw this little mountaintop right here, and I like this area. And as you guys can tell by the title of this video, we're going to build ourselves a windmill. And I think this is a perfect spot for it. Kind of overlooking it. Anyway, I don't have to explain too much. This is just where I think would be a good place, and I've gathered up a fair amount of materials to kind of get started. I don't think this is everything I need, but we definitely want to get started with marking out the base of the structure and see if it's too big or if what we need to do to kind of get this going. So it's outside the border just a little bit, but I don't think that's going to matter too much. So we're going to build here, and I think we're going to build here. Alright, so I've kind of rechecked the area, all the different places, everything, or not everything, but everywhere I could kind of build. We got some charged creepers over here I didn't really notice, so that could be dangerous. This area was a possibility right behind Tizz's little village area, but I think I'm gonna stick with this hillside. I really, really like it. Yeah, we're gonna build here. I've made the decision. I just wanted to be sure before I started marking this out. So let's see. It's gonna be a decent size base to start. And I don't know exactly where, so I guess we'll just have to start placing down a few blocks and see where this ends up. So let's see, this should come out over here. We're starting out with kind of not a cylinder, a circle. So let's see. And I think I'm going wrong with this. I think this, I don't remember now. I have a little app on the phone to do the circles, but I'll have to double check that. Now I know for sure what I need to do is kind of knock this little part out that I'm standing on and flatten it out just a little bit, just ever so slightly. So we can knock all this away. I guess we'll get the rest of this dug out and then fill in anything that we need to fill in, and then we'll go ahead and get the base kind of going. I gotta move this back because this is too close to the front. So here's the start of it. This is just kind of the first layer. Wanted to look at it from the top of a pillar, bring you guys in, show you what we got going on so far. I got a little carried away without recording. And let's go down. I've been going back and forth quite a bit to look at this to make sure it looks good from different angles, different heights, different places, kind of in the village city. And it's coming together really, really nicely. I like it. So come over here and kind of look at it. As you can see, I've running myself out of my stack of rockets I had in my inventory. I'll have to grab a few more, maybe even purchase some more. But this is just the first layer. It's going to start out in a circle, cylindrical pattern, and then we're going to go up from there. So I did texturize the first part of this already with some mossy cobblestone. Cobblestone was kind of our base block. We also added in stone and andesite as well. So the next part of this project is I need to cover up all this cobblestone and whatnot with some slabs all the way around, and then fill in the floor and then start building this thing up. So these oak logs that I have placed facing up are kind of marking out the next cylinder part of this base, and we're going to take those up a bit. I don't know how many blocks. It's kind of dependent upon what it looks like. I'll be, like I said, going back and forth. It's quite a crazy project. So now I don't have any cobblestone on me. I need something. Netherrack will work. Now, place that in, and a log here. And this kind of is the corner of our circle, if that makes sense. You can't do corners and circles. This is Minecraft. Circles don't exist. So we'll place these all the way around. There's only 4 of them all the way around. No, I'm blabbing. Anyway, one more. There we go. So now what I need to do is I need to fill the entire layer of this with cobblestone all the way around and then slab it up. But first we'll go up a few blocks here to see what looks good to us. This isn't really, I don't know. I've never built anything like this, so this is going to be experimentation, playing around with different blocks, falling off of different blocks, not going exactly according to plan. And this build is way out of my comfort zone. I've never built anything like this. And we're going to run out of wood. I might have to go borrow some wood that I brought over for this build. Alright, that's not looking too bad. We actually can get rid of these. It's going to be cobblestone anyway at some point. Those of you that have been watching me for a while know my build style and stuff like that. I said it when I built the new wool world shop. This is definitely outside of my realm of expertise. So it's just going to be a lot of playing around, figuring out what works, and we'll see what we come up with. It's going to be real nice. I did do a little bit of terraforming on the side of this hill, and I do like to, I've said it before, when these blocks touch where you can see them going to the ground, I like to kind of build it into the ground. So there's a couple blocks I missed on the back side. I'll have to take care of those in a minute, but I think it looks a lot better than just looking like it was plopped on top of this hill. So time to get back at it. Quick little cut there while I filled in the floor and took my pillars all the way up. We went up a total, I think, of 7 blocks. And now when I want to fill in kind of this part of the structure going up, and I'm using a light gray stained terracotta, and I'll show you guys why in a moment. So I picked out 2 colors to build with. Think it'll look nice when it's done. I went into a creative testing world and seen which 2 looks good. But if you look at this build over here, it's a light gray stained terracotta. So that's why I kind of picked that out. And then I found one that kind of matched it, and that's what we're going with. So we just got to fill these blocks in all the way. As I was saying in the last clip there at the end, this is going to be quite a project for me. I think it's going to take a few days to actually finish it up, as it's going to be a lot of back and forth. It already has been. In between the last cutscene and this one, I've been back and forth at least a dozen times, making sure the height kind of looked okay and things like that. So to start off with, we're just going to build some flat walls around this curve, if you will, and we'll come back in at a later time once we get the structure built and start texturizing, adding windows and doors and things like that. Obviously, it's not going to be a functioning windmill, but I do want people to be able to come inside of it and, you know, go out on the platforms and stuff like that. Maybe we'll add some villagers and something like that. I don't know. I don't know. I just thought this would be a cool little project and one that we could do over at the community build, as well as donating some materials for others to use. So I'm not going to have enough of this clay either. There's a mesa right by the base, so I can go out and mine more. Nobody actually sells hardened clay at the shopping district. So there we go. That's all filled in. Perfect. And now what we need to do is we need to build around this thing. So I grabbed some stairs to start. Let's see. I guess, how do I want to start this? I really don't know what I'm doing here. So, probably should light this up. That's one thing I'm going to do on this whole entire project, is make sure that I have the lighting down, or at least other modes or methods of mop roofing, so that there's no real surprises when somebody comes into one of these builds. Replace that. Eventually we're going to have a door here. Now we need to get back up top. I did put up a scaffolding here to kind of get up and down so I could grab materials. I need to grab some more rockets. I've ran through quite a bit already, but we still have a decent supply, so I'm not too bothered by it at the moment. So we'll come over here. I need to steal some stuff and see what's going on with these. So they're not dumping when I'm over there building the windmill, because I'm kind of out of the distance, or out of the loading. I'm not loading the chunks. That's what I'm trying to say. So as I come over here, I typically fly on top of this building to check out the windmill project and dump some more wood. This way I didn't have to sit there and do it. Stuck the landing. Alright, so we're going to scaffold up so we can continue to get to the top of this thing. And we're going to start working on the roof portion of this now with the stairs I have in my inventory. Wish me luck. So the roof portion of this second section is completed. I put a handrail all the way around this thing and moved the scaffold so I could get on top of it. We completely did the stairs all the way around. We put the oak logs in. This is the top of our wall as the last time, and then we also added in some slabs for a complete floor, and this will kind of be another layer that we can come up to. We can put stuff in, I don't know what. So the next part of this project that I need to do is turn this circle into a square, and we're going to do that by building these walls up. We're going to take up the oak logs as we go, and I already have these kind of as tall as I want. We're going to have to fly away, look at it, see if that's a good height. It might need to go just a touch taller. I don't know. It's coming together real nice. So might need to go just a shade taller, maybe a couple of blocks. I'm not too sure. This is going to be one of those projects where I'm going to have to almost build the entire thing and then go, yeah, that looks great. Or, well, I wish I'd have made it, a little taller or a little shorter or something like that. But this thing is going to be massive sitting on top of this hill. So we've got the layer we're working on now, one more layer, and then should be the roof. I think that's it. All right. What I like is you can kind of see it just out of render distance too from the top of the storage facility, and it looks really, really nice. So almost missed that landing. So now we need to take this all the way up. We'll continue this center block up as well. We might put some ladders around it, or maybe use some scaffold to come up and down this thing. I really don't know what I'm going to do at the moment, but we're going to sleep the night away and get back to it. Big jump cut. We redid the colors of it and got all the way up to the roof. I changed for the regular terracotta and the light gray on the top because this has brick and then light gray on the top of that, and I thought it would match a little bit better. So one thing about building is you can build in many different styles, but if you use similar blocks, your builds will tend to be a cohesive look. So I'm trying to match kind of what's going on using spruce wood and oak wood and all the things that everybody else is using, so it doesn't look out of place sitting up on this hill. I kind of showed it there as I was rambling on that we did the roof as well. So that's all in, and now what we are going to start on is kind of the backside and finish that up so I don't need to go back there. And trying to climb up this thing is quite a pain, as you can see. So I ran out of rockets when I flew down. That's another stack. That's 2 stacks and a partial already. So we built the roof. Like I said, it's primarily made out of stairs, and then we did kind of a little archway just to make it, not a square or not a flat roof. Just give it a little bit of texture, a little bit of depth, however you want to say it. We put in some lighting just to stop the mob spawning. We have a couple of spawnable blocks. And then we have the back section of the windmill. We do need to light up these corners here as they are spawnable blocks. That did place, yes. I took some netherrack around, ran out of that, took some cobblestone around. It connects up to my scaffolding and the front part where the windmill is actually going to go. We created a little bit of a kind of a circle, round shape here that'll sit behind the blades. I think it's all going to look really, really nice when it is done. Now the next thing I want to do on the back side is kind of a counterweight. That's going to hang down, and I'm going to stick with the dark oak wood that I used for the handrails around the balcony edge that I kind of briefly showed in a couple clips ago. So I'm not 100% sure how far down I want to go. And where can I click this block? We're going to just kind of drop down best we can and fall all the way down. So that worked. We'll just pillar up from here then, never mind. I was going to try to stair step down. I'm not that good. So let's see. This might be a good level. So we can place a slab, let's see. if we can place the oak wood, that's what dark oak fence. Speaking today and me just aren't, I'm rattling my brain on this project, so it's been quite fun. Now we'll go back down to the level we were at. I think this is a good height, so if I put a slab here, this is on the half slab, I think I'm going to have to put it on the top part of the slab and not this bottom slab. But the bottom slab would make it spawn proof. I don't know what I want to do. So that's the center. We'll come out a couple blocks on each side. Though I'm a little flabbergasted about the project itself, I am having a ton of fun. It is a struggle. Obviously, I don't build things like this very often. And that made a full block, so those are 2 slabs gone. So yeah, we need to bring this down and then kind of connect it. And I need to build this on the upper part of the slab. These are lower slabs at the moment. I think it would be a lot better. Everything would connect up. So out here on this little platform, it's like a counterweight, but I'm not going to put weights. I'm doing air quotes, you can't see them. On this, I'm going to put like some chests and some maybe a crafting table. I don't know. Then we'll bring that down, and then this over, because we need to go out by 1 more block, and then connect it up. Like so. And we're going to do this all the way around. It's just going to be kind of a little round platform, nothing special, I guess. Just a counterweight. So the size of the blade sticking out of the front of this, obviously the shaft is going to go through the entire, windmill. We're trying to make it somewhat realistic. And you wouldn't just have it sticking out there. So we're going to build a little bit of a counterweight. I hope. It should turn out. And I'm out of slabs, so we're going to have to go get some more of those. Well, I mostly just dropped them. And I need to sleep. It's dark. I apologize for that. And then, I guess I kind of need to move this pillar. It's in the way as well. Where did those slabs go? They're down. There's one. I think they fell off of the edge. Nope, there they are, right there. That should be enough to complete at least this part of the project. And there was another one. Perfect. So back up here. I guess I don't need to go higher. Place that in, and this one here, and that's it. We could go a little bit bigger if we wanted to, but there's not too much that I really want to put on this. I think I'm going to put a couple of chests, maybe a barrel, maybe a crafting table. I would like to put like a smithing table or something up here, but I'm really, really worried about it possibly linking up with the villages and causing chaos in somebody's base. I think Zloy and Silent are not too far away from this center section. Nobody really is too far away, but we don't want to interfere. We're going to be good server members. So let's see. I want to place it right there. Right there. That one can go there. And then I guess I can go around this, kind of. And yeah, that'll work. Right behind the crafting table. Perfect. So there we go. That's kind of what I wanted to do up here. I will... Let's see. This is a spawnable space at the moment, but lost my train of thought. That was a spawnable space, not where the oak fence was, but just where where a mob could spawn in a too high gap. That's what I was trying to say. Oh, all right. Let's fly away. Goodness. Yeah, that's not looking too bad. Tizztom is digging a massive hole over at his base. If you have the time and would like to claim the rewards, then dig a 16 by 16 chunk down to Bedrock for him. You can use a pick to insta-mine since he has beacon and keep it when you're done. Coordinates are yada yada yada. It's easy to see since it's marked out by the stone slab square. Please don't break any spawners. Any grammar issues, that I'm sorry, but who cares? Also, not saying you have to, but we can convert the diamonds into money. So this is tizztom's base. We're over here. We dug a chunk out for him. Helped him out. All the way down to Bedrock. This is a 16 by 16 square. All the way down. And he put this up in the freelance tavern for us to, or for everybody, to come over here and give him a hand. I have kept quite a few materials from this dig. I used up his pickaxe that he had offered, as well as one of my own and a partial one as well. So about 2.5 pickaxes to dig this out. It was pretty quick. He has the Instamine. We did collect a bunch of different materials and some ores. We went through a mine shaft, or a couple of abandoned mine shafts, and got some rails and stuff. I have quite a bit of shulker boxes inside this ender chest as well. We'll throw that in there. We have one there, some granite and stuff in there, some stone. I'm out of these materials at my base, believe it or not. We got 4 shulker boxes of cobblestone and another stone one there. So this was just a quick little project, little side detour from the Windmill project. I was getting a little tired at the end of that last clip, as you could tell. So now what I want to do is let's go over to the freelance tavern and let's collect our reward, because we did the work. It didn't take too long to do that, and I have no idea where I am. Tunnel hut. This way. Okay. And he's in the orange tunnel. Okay. Well, we're going to run through this. I don't know how long it is, and we're going to get back over to the freelance tavern. I'll meet you guys there. So back over at the freelance tavern, there's a couple signs up here. Tizztom Chunk Dig 1. We are going to claim our reward. 64 iron as well as 32 diamonds. Thought he was part of the Money Alliance. Guess I should break this sign too, since we went ahead and did the job. This way nobody thinks it's still there. I like doing these freelance jobs. They're a lot of fun. Gives us kind of a breakaway. I thought I heard something. Zombie? No. We had a spider attack us early. Anyway, this is what the box looked like. It had a pickaxe in it. We used that to do the dig. Some diamonds, stuff like that. You know, video evidence that tizztom is still dealing in diamonds, even though he's part of the Money Alliance. We finished the windmill as well. Well, it's not 100% finished, but we got the blades up. And it's detailed. Yeah. After I dug out the chunk, I came back over here and kind of grinded this out. And the big dig was a nice little reprieve from doing all this. I guess I can knock away all the scaffolding and stuff here now. Got a few more details that we need to kind of add to this windmill. And then I guess we're pretty much wrapped up with this project. It's taken a little bit. I spent a couple days on this now, but I'm very, very happy with it. So let's see. Yeah, it's glorious. We're gonna bust in here as we need to do some work, and we need to make a way, probably in the center here, to get up and down out of this thing. Why are you jumping? You are so noisy. And I am going to have to get rid of these horses at some point. I don't need them here. They've just kind of been noisy and in the way. Let's see. I guess I could do oak wood going all the way up, and then we could do some ladders. We could also use the scaffolding as well. I'm not 100% sure what I want to do. So we'll break through this. My axe is in my inventory, but I'm too lazy to get it. A couple more blocks, and that's it. We're through the floor. I need my axe now. I don't want to sit through punching another log. I guess we can cut all of this away as well. This way we can place some ladders. And this will give us a way to get to the top from the bottom. Yeah. I think this will work. We can come over here and pickaxe all of this out. Nice. So now we can go through the different floors and go out to the observation deck. We can go up to the top. I think I'm going to have a way to kind of poke out at the top as well, so that people, can observe the city builds and stuff like that, the village city builds. So we could do a little bit of a staircase, maybe. But I think if we go up by a half slab each time, that eventually when we come around to this point, we're going to hit our heads, because it's not tall enough. So that could be a pain. We could do stairs going around here as well, or a ladder straight up. We could do one on each side. That would be cool. Or, like I was saying before, I could change this all out for scaffolding. I don't know what the best option is here. And I'm leaning more towards the scaffolding. I think that would work out. But, first things first, I want to... Oh, yeah, I removed the spruce slabs and put in some buttons, as you see. That's one thing I did differently. Let's go over here. Fly up. So on the front of the windmill, I did the same thing with the button, just to give it a little bit of pop of color on the end of it. Up here, I filled in the slab where the stained clay was. We have the fence going all the way around. We've pretty much done most of the detail work. So as I've been saying, you can kind of come around this area and look out over the savannah and stuff like that. I've lit up these areas here so we can actually, or so mobs don't spawn. And then I think this is going to be the front of it. It faces the village city, so we're going to look at putting a door in here, maybe stepping this up. And I guess I need to get up there and chop this all down, because I'm going to go with the scaffolding. I think the scaffolding would be cooler. Why not? It's a new block. It's pretty versatile, is the word I was looking for. Let's take a walk down a path. I'm just kidding. We put in a little bit of a pathway. We filled in some water. Over here we're having a lot of drowns spawning while we were working in this place. There was a big pond over here, and then a creeper hole back there. So I got this path built, even with my stupid little, let's take a walk. We used some jungle wood. I think it looks pretty good with the pathway blocks, and then we've got some oak fence with some torches, just to kind of light up the path. Now, I know as people come over here and check this out, there's going to be some mobs over here. I really don't want to light up the whole hill, but we might have to. I still got a ton of things that I need to clean up around this area, but let's go inside. So I did a little bit of a thing in the interior. We got the wood on the floor is kind of like an old wood floor, and then just from this being here for a while, the floor is kind of turned to dirt and stuff like that, and then the ground is kind of trampled down where people would walk often. Up here, not too much done. Just put in some lanterns. We have the door coming out here. We put some lanterns all the way around this thing, just as these oak logs are about the only spawnable blocks around here. Knocked the torch down. I don't like the look of torches. And that is the viewing platform. I really don't know what I'm going to do with the room yet. This area is nothing special. I actually just hiding some redstone blocks behind the trapdoors. They look like doors. Thought it was cool. I built another little platform up here at the top. So this is kind of the tippy top of the windmill. You can step here and open up these fence gates and really look out across the whole village city. And if you wanted to, you could fly out from here and go wherever you need to go. Out the back here, it's about the same level as the counterweight thing I did. And I actually placed... No, I didn't. I was going to place a few items, just random junk, in here to look like somebody was hiding something. Let's place a couple iron nuggets in there. I guess we'll do, I don't know, a piece of gunpowder, and not the Nautilus shell. Iron ore, I guess. We'll just have that stuff in here, because why not? Let's close that up. So it's a little unsafe. People could fall coming out of these, but, you know, enter at your own risk. I did the half slabs in there so I didn't have to do lighting. I don't have to worry about mobs spawning either. We landed on a pressure plate here. I got rid of the torches and put that in to prevent mobs from spawning on that block. And then the redstone block is powering these lamps here to keep this little area lit up so nothing spawns up here as well. And we did it all the way around. So the entirety of this windmill should be pretty spawn proof. Shouldn't have any accidents. We might have to come around and do a little lighting on the backhand side. Keep people safe. But all in all, it's a really nice build. Now on the windmill itself, we have some spruce buttons there. And then if you look, we put carpet on top of the wool so nothing would spawn here. And then the wood part of the blades, we used slabs. So again, complete mob proofing as we build. Just trying to be a good server member. This is the only spot I have left that does not have any mob proofing. And I don't have any more spruce. I did leave the torches down there. That slab is on the half slab so it won't spawn. We've got these 5 blocks that could be spawnable. And I have no spruce wood on my person. So I guess I'll just put a torch right here. That'll keep things from spawning. Nobody's really going to be on the back side of this too much. So, yeah. We just don't want anybody to accidentally get in, you know, creeper inspection in here and blow up our beautiful build. So I've got a lot of mess to clean up. I got a lot of shulker boxes. I got an inventory that's an absolute mess. I need to get all this stuff cleaned up. Back to my base. I need to get it organized. And I should have enough room in my inventory for all of this. My shulker box is actually completely full. I do want to empty out all of those, of all the materials we got from Tizz's base where we helped him dig out a chunk. Last but not least, we have plenty of room for it, the crafting bench. That's it. So this area is cleaned up. We'll take one final look at it in the distance. Oh my goodness, it turned out so amazing. I'm so happy with this project. Please, input, guys. What do you think? How did it turn out? How did it turn out? That's going to do it for me today, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe. You know the drill. I will see you on the next one.